In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 high-earned jobs that you can take advantage of that's not being taught in the universities. Hi, Lopez coming at you from lopezthesame.com. So there's some jobs, there's just some skill sets that not being taught in the universities. And I believe they should be taught in universities. I'm not for or against it anywhere it goes, but over the past 10 years, there's just 3 to 4 areas that I see it's not going anywhere, and it's actually moving forward. And like I said, there's a lot of books being taught about the basics, but there's some stuff you just can't teach, unfortunately. There's some stuff you have to learn through trial and error. There's everyone doesn't do everything the same way. So the first thing I would say is first skill you should have is with WordPress. You should become a WordPress expert. Now, there's a lot of books on how to create a website, how to do designs with WordPress, how to code WordPress, how to build a theme with WordPress, and all that's fine. But these books don't tell you how to make money with WordPress. That's the thing. They'll tell you how to create it. There's hundreds, or probably at least 20 books that I've seen over the past 5 years of WordPress creation, and there's courses online. There's people that's actually become WordPress experts on showing how other people how to, create WordPress websites. They have like membership sites, all that good stuff. But they don't tell you how to make money with WordPress. And I don't think WordPress is going anywhere. I think at this time, it's at least 30-40% of websites, maybe more by the time you see this video. 30 to 40% of people using WordPress websites online at this point. And I think it's going to grow. I don't think the software is going anywhere. I think it's made creative types an easy way to have a website, because before you had to damn near be a programmer. You have to learn how to code, HTML code, CSS, JavaScript. But with WordPress, you can have just a broad website up and running 5 minutes. Something that takes 5 minutes in WordPress, it would probably take a programmer to do your website. It would probably take him a couple of hours just to have a piece of website up. But now with software, you can have a WordPress website up with a domain name in 5 minutes. 5 minutes flat. And then you can go in and add plugins and make it look the way you want to. So it's giving people an advantage at a much less price, no doubt about it. So, like I said, it's not going nowhere. I think everyone should take advantage of it, especially if you're a creative type. And, if you want to learn how to make money with WordPress, click the link below this video, or go to digitalmarketingfast.com. That's digitalmarketingfast.com. And that site will help you out. It'll teach you everything you need to know about WordPress and all of the above online. The basics, no doubt about it. And the next thing, next skill set or next job, I think you could probably take advantage of is to be an ad man. Now, some people use interchanging phrases. Some people say admin. Some people will say ad operators. Some people will say Google ad certification. They throw around these phrases a lot. But basically, it's really ad creation online. Digital ad creation. That's all it really is. And there's some books on how to create Google ads using Google AdWords and everything. But that is just the basics, really. There's some stuff that I've done with Google Ads that I haven't seen in a book. Now, there's some people out here that's teaching it online, but not to the extent of what I do and how other people that I know do it. You know, I don't meet a lot of people that have told me that they use Google AdWords. I don't meet a lot of people. Very seldom that I meet people, and if I ask them, hey, how you promote your website? They'll say, hey, I use Google AdWords. It usually doesn't happen that way. It's usually everything else, if anything, except for Google AdWords. And this is where the opportunity comes in at, because it's wide open, and there's a lot of internet marketers that are affiliates for a lot of companies, and they have big lists, and even the ones that don't have a big list, and that in a particular niche, they'll build a list and promote products and services and become affiliates, and this is all they do. And after, they might have a list of 2,000 people and 5,000, 10,000 people, but over a certain amount of time, after they done built a relationship with that list, they can almost systematize everything, because they have already built a relationship with the people on that list. And after a certain amount of time, a couple years, they start hiring people and everything will be automated. The only thing that they would probably do is send out an email every once in a while. But most of the emails would probably be automated. But every once in a while, they would send out a broadcast email, or they probably would have, I know some people have like a podcast, or maybe like a YouTube channel like I do. But for the most part, once there's people that's so established, people that have been online for such a long time, you know, they pretty much living the life, because, you know, they have mastered Google AdWords on a level where it's like the average man and woman will probably never get to that level. You know, because it's like after you've been using something for so long, it's like mastery. You become a master at it. You know, so. But like I said, I don't meet a lot of people that. There's some people I meet that's never had created an online campaign, like ever. You know, and then you have some people that use Bing, the ad networks like Yahoo. There's a lot of sites that people use, but those sites are Bing. You can pretty much do whatever you want over there. So it's not a lot of competition, but there is a lot of competition with Google, of course. You know, and the standards are high. So I know a lot of people that if they can't get their site to pass through Google AdWords, because in order to run ads, your website have to qualify. An actual human being will look at your website. So if they can't get their website to pass, they'll go to some place like Bing, where it's like the standard is low, because it's not much competition. It's not many people over there compared to Google. So that's what usually happens. Or they'll go to Facebook, where they don't really care about the website. They don't really care. They just don't. There's certain niches that they don't accept, but as far as the website could look subpar, So using Google AdWords can be very profitable, but you have to get the numbers right. As far as doing the math, how many people is it going to take you to make a sale with Google AdWords? So you have to be willing to spend a certain amount of money up front and recoup the money on the back end. And see, that's the thing that a lot of people don't want to do. They don't want to take the chance of putting a certain amount of money up front and hopefully get it in the back end. And this is why a lot of people lose money, because they don't have their plan down right from the get-go. Some people, they don't even want to lose $100 up front. They might lose $100 up front, and the product might be selling for $97. So they like, they freaking out already because they lost. So because they $3. The product is 97 and they already at 100. So they like, man, I already, some people like, they start freaking out. Then they'll quit, throw in the towel early. See, most people in the beginning of learning anything, most people are gonna quit. They're gonna quit, and it's a learning curve for Google AdWords. And a lot of people don't understand that because somebody has sold them a dream. So in reality, most people, after they lose money the first time, they really haven't even gotten started. They really haven't even tried. All they know is they lost $50 or $100 or $200. And the thing that I like about Google AdWords is you don't have to spend a lot of money up front. You can set it for $5 a day, like I do. $5, $10 a day. And when you hit $5 or $10, that it stops for that day, and it starts over the next day. That's but it's gonna take time. It's a learning curve. You gotta get the numbers right. You gotta have a good product. You gotta hopefully have a good conversion, good sales letter, sales funnel, etc. And the next thing is you can be a freelance writer, a copywriter to be exact. Now, a lot of people, when you say copywriter, a lot of people think you're talking about protecting your copyrights as far as a book or a movie or a video. No, I'm not talking about that. No, when I say copyright, I'm talking about this book, for example. See the headline on this book? Disciplines of Doership. Like a copywriter wrote the headlines for this book. A copywriter wrote this book, the whole book, to be exact. A guy named Joe Schroeder. He's the guy that I learned from. He's a street magician / copywriter I learned from. If you look at magazines like the National Enquirer, those are copywriters that came up with the headlines on the National Enquirer on the front cover of the magazine. So copywriting is basically salesmanship in print or in any media, any form of media, basically. And could be video, email, book, CD, DVD, white paper, letters, postcard, whatever. The possibilities are endless in this field. There's some people that I know that get $5,000 for a sales letter, one sales letter, plus royalties. So, as an entry-level copywriter, you can. I've seen people start 45, 50,000 entry level, and with incentives, bonuses at the end of the year. So let's say you make $45,000, your base salary, and let's say you wrote, I don't know, 3 sales letters, 3 or 4 sales letters for that year, right? And 2 of them took off. No, not 2. Let's say 1 of them took off. You made a bunch of sales, and let's say they gave you 10% of 100,000. That's pretty good, you know. Plus your regular salary. That's a pretty good year for an entry-level copywriter, right? Now, if you a seasoned guy, let's say you're a junior copywriter, you can make, I've heard anything 80,000 to 150,000 as a junior writer. Let's say you're a pro. I heard from, God, 200,000 to millions, and it's not going anywhere because, see, there's a lot of people online that are horrible at writing anything, and it's always companies that need help. There's always people that need help, but the thing about it, they don't actually know that they don't need help. They think what they're doing is okay, but they really need a copywriter, and this is where you come in at, because if you sharpen your skills, if you learn the art of copywriting, you can take advantage and make a lot of money in this space. You know? So, if you want to learn how to be a copywriter, click the link below this video or go to digitalmarketingfast.com and you get the basics of how to use your copywriting skills online. And I would also say, check out this book, Mass Persuasion Secrets. It's a pretty good book. You know, it's a pretty good book. Yeah, it's kind of education / entertainment. And another book I would say, Just Sell the Damn Thing, by Doberman Dan. Just sell the damn thing. It's a pretty good book. You know, you can get these books from both of these books on Amazon.com. That's Mass Persuasion Secrets and Just Sell the Damn Thing. And get this book, Expert Secrets. This is all about marketing online, on and offline, basically. And get any book by Ted Nicholas. Any book by Ted Nicholas. He's a much older guy. He's like 85 years old. But he's been doing this 60 years. He's been writing. Any book with Ted Nicholas. Go to Amazon, or you can go to his website too, tednicholas.com. I'll put the link below to his website. And get any book by Mark Ford too. I think his pen name is Michael Masterson. That's his pen name, Michael Masterson. Or if you put in Mark Ford, both of those names will come up on Amazon.com. You know, so that's what I would recommend if you wanted to get into copywriting. And like I said, these areas of expertise is pretty wide open, and they don't teach this in the universities. They don't. Last I checked, there's no copywriting course at no Ivy League college. There's marketing, but there's no copywriting. None. And then the marketing that they do teach at these colleges is outdated. It's watered down. And the person that's teaching you the marketing in these big universities, they've never done anything besides teach in the classroom. Go figure, you know. And there's nobody. Last thing, this is a bonus. You can get into You can become a social media manager. Now, again, last I checked, no university is teaching social media. None. None. By the time you see this, it could be a university teaching. But to my knowledge, at this very moment, there's no university teaching. No Ivy League colleges, none. So you can be a social media manager and make probably 50, 60,000. You could be a social media specialist. That's what a lot of companies are looking for. Social media specialist. A lot of these jobs start at 50,000. I've seen it go from 50 to 80,000 starting off if you have skills. If you're entry level, probably 45. You know. And a lot of these companies basically they don't want anything complicated. They just want somebody to maintain their LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram pages. Not so much YouTube. Not so much YouTube. No, because a lot of people they have a problem with being on camera. So most companies, they're not even ready for YouTube yet. It's mostly Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook and Twitter. So they just really want somebody to maintain that, someone to create content, someone to promote their website with some type of online campaign every once in a while. It doesn't even have to be complicated. They're not even looking for anything complicated. The stuff that I do online is like way advanced compared to the average company out here today. Most of these companies haven't even caught up to social media yet. They haven't. They don't really know what to do with social media, to be honest. That's why it's wide open and no one's teaching it really. There's some people that have courses online. There's a lot of books about social media. But here's the deal. They don't talk about the psychological aspect of social media. Most people that you see online are just pitching new deals to everybody. There's no, it's not content driven. People don't really have a message. They don't really have a brand. They're just pitching each other and leaving little silly videos with cats and dogs and anything else that's gonna make people laugh. But it's nothing really there. Most people haven't really, they don't really know how to utilize social media in the right way to create and build an audience that's going to, that you can educate, motivate, and help people. Most companies haven't figured this out yet. So if you're willing to learn this skill set, like I have, click the link below this video, or shoot me or leave me a comment below and let me know where you at, and I'll be able to assist you. But most companies haven't figured this out yet, and this is why it's a great opportunity for anyone that's willing to learn. You know what I mean? So those are the jobs that are high end. Opportunities are endless. They're not going anywhere. It only gets bigger and bigger. And over the past 10 years, I've seen the pay rates just keep going up. And it's in demand. They don't have enough people for these jobs. They don't. And a lot of big companies and small companies and middle-sized companies, they really don't know. They really don't know what to do with social media. They don't really know much about WordPress. They need people for these positions, and some companies don't even know that they don't need people for these positions. So that's where you come in at, So hey, check out all the links below for all the topics that I talk about in this video and positions and job skills. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share this video, subscribe to my channel, check out my website, lopezasing.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.